Coach Batchelor, introduce you players and opening comment about tonight's game.
Torrey Morris, fifth-year senior, and Siani Byram, a junior, now a senior, starting next year, but she's a junior, just finished up her junior year.
Opening comment about?
Congratulations to Bethune-Cookman. I thought they played a really good game, particularly in the first quarter. Thought they shot the ball well, made plays, and Golden she was tough all night. She hit some really, really tough shots, and then going 10 for 10 from the line. She showed she was Player of the Year today, and I thought her play was kind of the difference in the game. Whenever we got closer, we started to make a run. She just made a couple, timely baskets that gave them a little bit more of a cushion to pull away. Let me say this, I thought my kids fought. I thought we showed a lot of grit out there today. It was really a tough game, especially in the first half when we struggled to score and play with them. It looked like, they were just outplaying us for the first quarter, down 10 to come in the second quarter, and things that we worked on in the second quarter we were able to capitalize off of and take the lead going into the half. But I thought the 5-point third quarter really kind of hurt us playing against a team of that caliber. If we were able to produce a little bit more production as far as points, I thought that it could have been a different outcome.
Coach, how frustrating was the start? I think it was 14-0 to start the game, and obviously yesterday we talked about not getting off to a bad start against a team as good as Bethune-Cookman.
Well, I thought they came out ready. They shot, I don't know what they shot in the first quarter, probably 60%. I knew they were going to make a run, but I thought we were able to. It didn't hurt us going in at the half being up 1. We were down 10 going into the second quarter, and then up 1 going into half. At the end of the day, what hurt us was, not just the beginning, but it was the third quarter. That third quarter drop where we didn't score. I don't think we scored for 7 minutes or so. That was the difference, I thought, in the game, and we weren't able to make up for that. It kind of got us in the law, and it kind of affected our confidence. And I think even our swagger to a point where, when this, kind of affects even how the game is called from the standpoint of the officials. They just start getting things that they feel you walk like you deserve it and you get it. And I thought that's what happened, and it hurt us, and we weren't able to recover from that.
Talk a little bit about that third quarter. I think 16-0 was the run, and you guys scored your first basket maybe 3 minutes left in the quarter. What were they doing? Were they doing anything different than they did in the second quarter or the first?
I thought we were a little stagnant. I'm not sure of us capitalizing off of things, but they really defend. They defend very well, and I thought they made it hard for us in certain situations to get off. I thought Hunt did a good job. She's the Defensive Player of the Year, and they moved her from playing on different people, and it's kind of tough because you almost end up playing 4-on-4. Because she does such a good job of making it difficult for players who've been effective for you. So I thought their defense had a lot to do with it, and then I thought they were productive. They came out, they hit some shots, they came out, I believe, and hit a 3, the first 3. They scored 2 back-to-back buckets in 2 possessions. So when you're not scoring and then they are producing, that's the thing that both of those put together gave us the result of a 16-0 run.
Coach, what adjustments did you make? Obviously, you were down 10 after the first quarter. What adjustments did you make going into the second quarter that eventually gave you the halftime lead?
I don't really remember. I think coaches get too much credit and get too much blame at the same time. Really, the adjustment was the players started knocking down some shots. I think we settled in. I think the one thing that from a coaching staff, Coach Rake said when we were down 10-0, this is exactly where we want to be, And I think that kind of took the edge off the kids, and we talked about the fact that we're okay. We just kept saying we're okay. So I think the tone was something that did, but it was all about the players. Players made the plays. I thought the substitution with Torrey had 10 first half points. That makes up for the 10 down. And I thought Marty coming off the bench, coming in, making a couple plays. I remember the pass she made to Torrey. So I think it really wasn't about strategy as much as it was about players. I think just taking advantage of the opportunity. And then at the same time, they had a couple of key players in foul trouble on the bench. So, you know, we would, you know, to win that game, we needed to have that second quarter, that last 5 minutes of that second quarter, in the first 5 minutes of the third quarter against their starters, and I think that gives you a different ball game.
My question is to the players. Same question. What adjustments did you make after that first quarter, going into that second quarter that gave you the halftime lead? I would go left, right.
I just think it was a mentality thing. Like, you know, just if you have a slight doubt in your mind that you can't win, you won't. And I feel like once we put it in our mind that we can beat them. We, you know, losing 2 games to them and then coming in for a third time, it's kind of like we review, we study, and we know that we can take this thing. So I just think it was a mental mindset thing.
I'm going to piggyback off of CC. I agree with that. You know, they came in, they hit a couple shots, and we learned to adjust after that. We looked to find the open player, and we always practice one more, and we did that in the second quarter.
Anything else?
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the seniors that you're losing?
You know, the one thing I've learned is you never really miss them until they're gone. You know, like this one right here. You know, Tori came into our program as a 5th year, as a transfer, and you know, she's just been somebody that we've been able to depend on every day. You know, and to not have her going to the future is scary. You know, because I know that I could depend on Tori. I know she would be there, and I keep telling them, one of the biggest things is showing up. You know, showing up, and I just appreciate it. You know, what she's given us as far as just showing up every day and being committed to what we're doing. Hicks, I'll say Hicks, Jordan Smith, I wish I had more time with her, to only have her for a year. And, you know, Jordan played, it was tough. She practiced limited time this week with the knee swelling, and I thought she came out there and, from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, I just thought she just played hard, played with her heart, gave us the maximum effort. She's been a pleasure to coach. Marty Thompson, 5th year kid. This is the first time we've had 5th year kids. Marty has given us some big moments. I thought yesterday's game was huge for us to advance, and I thought even today she made some plays. And I think we learned a lot from having someone like her in our program. Sometimes our kids don't really know what they have because that's all they know, but to have someone come in and talk about their experience and be able to relate it to that, I think she's been beneficial to the growth of our program. Hicks, 4-year player, big game yesterday to help us to advance. I mean, 6 threes. You know, got in foul trouble today. Tough one for a senior. But she didn't have any more bullets left in the gun, and that's what I like about her. I'm always teasing her about shot faking, and I thought today, in this tournament, which she's given us really 4 good tournaments in her 4 years, she's a kid that, again, I'm going to miss when they're gone more than I miss them right now, because every day I could depend on her to show up, work. And I was saying that we had an issue with a kid being late a couple times, and we've all been late. I've been late myself, you know, overslept. We practiced 6 o'clock in the morning. I think Tori might have been late once. Maybe once. Hicks, in 4 years, I've never known her to be late for anything, for nothing. A meeting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I asked Hicks to be somewhere. You know, those type of things you really don't value until they're gone, but she's made a tremendous contribution to this program, and her growth as a student from a kid who really didn't know if she really wanted to go to college, and now with a 3.0 grade point average, you're going to graduate and have plans to go into graduate school. That's what this experience is about, and I'm proud to be a part of that, and I appreciate those kids a lot.
Well said, Coach. Thank you.